Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to your occupants pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson, a spiritual headline or so. And this is going to be dealing with, from the Wall Street Journal, it says some Democrats push for permanent expansion of unemployment benefits. All right. So we've been talking for a while about how that UBI, that universal basic income, is coming, man. All right. The powers that be know that this money system is going to collapse. They know that this economy is going to collapse, and it's been in the works for a while. But with this pandemic, it's just have basically pushed up the schedule. But let me jump right into it. It says Washington Democrats on Capitol Hill are pushing for the White House to propose more generous and long-lasting jobless benefits on a permanent basis as part of the anti-poverty package President Biden is expected to roll out next week. In a letter sent to the White House Friday, nearly 40 Democrats said President Biden should propose implementing a series of new federal standards of unemployment insurance programs, which are largely run by states. They propose increasing the amount of jobless payments, extending the duration of the weekly benefit, expanding the pool of eligible workers, and implementing a system that will more closely tie the payments to economic conditions, because they're planning for this thing to collapse. And that's why they're trying to get ahead of this thing. Also, while they're doing this, they're making more lazy citizenry. All right. They're assuring the citizens to be what? More dependent. All right. To the government. I posted a couple of days on my YouTube post on my GMS Austin Man account from Fox 5. Florida McDonald's offers $50 just to show up for a job interview. So this McDonald's can't even run, right? Because they don't have enough applicants coming in applying for jobs. Why would they do that when Joe Biden is passing a bill that's going to pay you probably more than what you would make at McDonald's to sit at home? And that's exactly what they want to create, man. Because as soon as you get comfortable not working and expecting that government check or government stimulus, guess what? You're going to do more and more of what they say, all right, to do in order to keep receiving that same benefit of that payment. The scriptures talk about a gift destroying the heart, right? Destroying the mind. And that's what's going to happen once this thing is enforced. It says, since the CV pandemic began, Congress has taken several temporary measures to bolster jobless payments, including increasing weekly payments and offering support to more workers. Most recently, Congress extended a $300 weekly supplement until early September, among other steps. But the lawmakers are seeking more permanent changes to the social safety net program. So this is something they want to do permanently, change the way things are run. And people can see that. People that have any kind of sense know that when you keep putting this money out into the system like that, you're going to devalue your currency, right? So let's get into the scriptures. Hopefully, I'm not going to make this too long. First scripture I'm going to get, Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. People are ain't happy with this system, man. All right? They are not happy with this system. It's a lot of people are bugged out. It's a lot of people on edge. It's a lot of people are upset. It's a lot of people getting deeper and deeper, going down that rabbit hole of conspiracies. I overheard today, taking my son to one of his soccer league games, you had a woman talking about the vaccine, the jab, all right, is the mark spoken about in the book of Revelation, all right, that CV jab. So more and more people are basically on high alert from what's going on in the society, all right, and with this new proposal from the Democrats, you're going to have a lot of people on the other side, so-called Republicans, even angrier, knowing that you're going to create an even more lazier society. Let's keep going, right? Let's go to this right here, Ecclesiastes 10, start at 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? And Esau Edom, man, is reckless, right? But there's a method to his madness, man, right? One, he's trying to eliminate a good portion of the people on the earth, right? And in particular countries. And two, he's trying to build his new world order. So we understand his agenda. Verse 2, as a judge of his people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So right now, looking who's in politics, man. Liars, thieves, freaks, and look what they push on the masses. So guess what? The regular everyday citizens take on these so-called habits. So-called habits. They're not pushing righteousness. They're not pushing the law, order, woman getting in their proper position, and man in their proper position. They're not pushing these things. They're pushing do whatever the hell you want. All right. But ultimately, take this CV jab, wear that mask, and get ready for that mark spoken of in the book of Revelation. That's what they really want, and that's where this whole thing is heading. Verse 3: an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right. But this time, there's not going to be anybody prudent saving the city. This city or this country or this world is destined for destruction, and they're destroying their people by pushing what? More of these so-called programs, man. All right. At the end of the day, you're going to destroy your buying power and create hyperinflation, right? They already said that when you go to the supermarket, get ready to pay more for everyday products, toilet paper, paper towels, of course, meat, food, vegetables, so on and so forth. So they throw in so-called good money after bad with this act. It says, but the lawmakers are seeking more permanent changes to the social safety net program. The CARES Act emergency program must be extended to support jobless workers for the duration of the current economic downturn. This thing is something meant to go on forever. That's why I said that universal basic income is inevitable. But we must also fix the underlying problem facing our unemployment insurance systems that can provide economic security for all workers. They wrote in the letter referencing the $2.2 trillion CARES Act passed last year. The first added a federal supplement. It says the White House has been studying possible unemployment insurance changes. According to a person familiar with the matter, Democrats on Capitol Hill have been discussing the issue with the administration, but it isn't known if the White House will address the issue in their coming plan, which is expected to be released next week, to include more than $1 trillion in funding for paid leave, tuition-free community college, and universal pre-kindergarten. All right. Let me just finish it out. The White House didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. Republicans have argued that the large payments distort the labor market by offering people more money than they can make it work. And some Democrats have expressed concerns about the proper size of supplemental checks. The level of the payments was sticking point in the latest round of aid, which $400 a week proposed by House Democrats, reduced to $300 a week in the Senate. So we all know where this is headed. We all know where this is going, right? We just along for the ride. But with these lockdowns continuing in Europe and soon to be more prevalent over here in the U.S., you're also going to have this also going to be needed because they actually are going to destroy these jobs out here and these these places that they employ you. They're going to destroy them. One, through the so-called lockdown and enforcing what they call the social distancing, where you can only have a certain amount of occupants in a so-called building. So that's going to come back. Let's read this and we'll end it out. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So we're in them times. You got people that can work right now, not working. They want to, do what they want to, basically play the system, just like with those PPP loans and so on and so forth. But eventually, those things are going to come to a head, and then Esau's really going to destroy the so-called economy fully, and there really won't be any work. And that's when he's going to really cut off everything and say you're not going to get anything unless you do exactly what we tell you to do. And those times are coming. But that's the point. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom next time.